Hello everyone on YouTube. Welcome to my channel, KnowDevNow. I want to take a moment to introduce myself and the things I hope to accomplish with this channel. My name is Michael. I am a full-stack web developer. I am self-taught and I started in 2015 after graduating from community college. I took an Intro to Web course and Advanced Web course in community college. I almost failed the intro course, and everything I knew about web development I had taught myself throughout college to build websites for projects in my other courses. The Advanced Web course taught me how to build themes in WordPress, which was very useful, and I did very well in that class. That was a few semesters after my intro course. So in 2015 I began self-teaching, self-leading. I used a number of resources. I think I first went to Codecademy. I did the tutorials on there. They were great. The JavaScript lessons were very helpful, but they were just kind of confusing because they didn't exactly explain what JavaScript was and how it worked. They just showed you how to do stuff in JavaScript and kind of hoped you got it, which I eventually did pick it up. I picked up jQuery, and I eventually dropped it, but that was a mistake, but it helped me do a lot of cool stuff early on. That was my first exposure to JavaScript. My intro course didn't tell me anything about how to use JavaScript. I saw other people building these simple looking websites, but at least they could do interactive stuff. Mine looked like it looked awful. Like the websites you would see in the 1990s, like really old stuff. I was just using HTML. And I also went to Treehouse. That's where I learned a lot of cool stuff. Those guys are great. They're very calm and very pleasant to listen to, but they tend to require in some of their lessons dependencies and frameworks that you have to work with. So every time you want to learn something on JavaScript, or if you want to learn how to build a portfolio site, you're going to have to learn how to do a lot of extra stuff along with it, like using preprocessors and bundlers. We'll get into that later. I also learned on Lynda, very structured, very formal educational resource. And I used a number of just documentation sites, I guess you could call them, to look up stuff like the W3C schools and the Mozilla. I still use Mozilla Developer Network. So I've just looked up a number of stuff on my own as well, how to do stuff. So yeah, the main idea behind my channel is that I want to show you that you can learn how development works right now, with no mysteries behind it. So as I mentioned about Treehouse, if I ever make a video about a subject matter, like let's say I'm talking about HTML, I'm not going to be discussing any advanced subject matter in JavaScript, just because it might relate. At least not without explaining it first. And so by the end of any video that I make, you should have a pretty good understanding of what we discussed. You should click away knowing what it is that we did, how we did it, and why we did it at all the way we did. If there is any confusion, I invite you to participate in the comments. I hope for this to be a very interactive and very involved community. And if I need to, I'll also post follow-up videos that might further explain something if I did not explain it enough. So I hope that everyone here, whether you're, more particularly if you're a new coder, that you can learn to code confidently and how to think like a developer. So in the time I've spent on those resources, I participated in their forums, helping my fellow coders with their problems and mistakes, and I've seen almost all of them. They're pretty much the same mistakes anyone new to coding will make, but I've also seen some of the struggles that they face after already learning to code, and that is with just thinking like a developer. And that's what I also want to help you with, more importantly, is thinking like a developer. I want to do that through showing you just what the process looks like, what it looks like to develop, daily. I hope to do that through live and pre-recorded coding sessions. I hope to take you with me on analyzing existing websites so that we can learn what to look for in good design and what we should avoid in bad design. what kind of features are useful, which ones are really not, which ones are just trendy, just how effective web development really looks today and how it will continue to grow. I also want to teach you how to critique websites fairly. Fair and honest critique is really important for yourself as well for the other person. And that's something I believe very strongly in. That will help you throughout your entire process of developing if you're objective and honest. I also hope to develop some tutorials and project videos, kind of showcasing how to approach new challenges or how to display some development techniques. I also hope to provide everyone with a comprehensive understanding of fundamentals in the languages we go over. Fundamentals in JavaScript, HTML, CSS, and general programming concepts. And what's really exciting, and no one ever really taught me this, is how some of the general programming concepts tie in to these easy-to-learn web development languages, the simple stack. So we're also going to be learning terminology, and we're going to be tying everything together. I really want to help everyone have an understanding of the fundamentals so that you can learn to be flexible and adapt to new challenges. So I already have some material lined up. In particular, I'm a JavaScript enthusiast. I find it really exciting to use. I just need to plan and go through the material and plan it out. But in general, I hope to be non-scripted, kind of casual, and very open with everyone, and very involved. I hope to go over everything very well and thoroughly. So welcome to my channel, KnowDevNow. I'm excited to get started, and I look forward to you joining me in every video. So please stick around, participate, and let's learn all of this together.